Good evening, everybody. And today is Friday. Friday means party at 5, not live at 5. Although I will be doing a little recipe in today, I thought with it being party at 5 today, I would do a whole review of the new brochure. I can show you the colors, I can show you the products, I can tell you about the prices and what the good deals are for you. So that is what my plan is for today. So I'm Melanie Miller. I've been at Tupperware now for 16 years. I would tell you that I don't actually sell Tupperware. I sell a lifestyle, I sell an opportunity. And that is the reason I stay at Tupperware. If I was just selling plastic, I would have left a long, long time ago. So this month is one of the most exciting months of the year for our organization, the Les Diamants organization, because this month is all about fridge smarts. Now, fridge smarts are the item that when I think about my Tupperware mission, which is to help people to save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution, Fridge Smarts is always going to be my number one choice to show people and tell people about. And so I want to spend a bit of time today talking to you about fridge smarts. Good evening, Wendy, Ingrid, Karen. Now, I kept the jam jar here because I know yesterday, even though Wendy reminded me about it, I actually forgot to do it. So in some ways, it's lucky for you because the today's draw will be free. So yes, fridge smarts. We were talking about them. So at Tupperware, we have four main systems of organization. We have fridge smarts, we have freezer mates, we have modular mates, and we have vent and serves. But the one that you will get instant gratification from is the fridge smarts. And I thought it might be a good idea if I just open up my fridge and show you some of the fridge smarts I have. Now, if I was to count them at the moment, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So at the moment, I just have 14 in my fridge. And quite often I'll have a few more. And in fact, tomorrow I'm going to be going shopping again because I have a breakfast on Sunday morning with some qualifiers from my team. And I know that I'm going to be buying more fruit. So my fridge is going to fill up a bit more with fridge smarts. So one of the things that we do with our fridge smarts is to do what we call a veggie test. So I see, oh, hi, is that you, Stu? Hi, sis. So Stu, you need to, there's a little link at the top of where you're watching, and you just need to click on it so that I can see that it's you, but you're the only one that would call me that. So I'm really happy to see you here today. So this is what we call a fridge smart test. And what we do is we take some vegetables, and those of you who watched me yesterday, you know that I prepared them in front of you, and we cut them in half, and then we put half in here and half on the top. And the idea is to see whether there are any changes. Okay, so look at this, guys. This is one day. This is the same piece of carrot. Can you see how much this one has shrunk? That's one day in the fridge. And look at the edges. They've all started to curl in, whereas this one is very, very fresh. Now let's look at the lettuce. So this is the lettuce that is in the container, and this is the lettuce that is not in the container. I think you can see that this one is starting to wave bye-bye. So that is our lettuce. Then the celery. Well, I would say so far the celery, I can feel a difference, but so far there's not like a significant difference in the celery. And the last one we did, which you will see a difference, and I know these two were not the same size to start with, but this is the one in the not in the Fridge Smart, which you can see is starting to curl around the edges. And this is the one in the Fridge Smart. So I need to leave these out and take a photo of them for my day one. So already I can see just after 24 hours, there is a big difference between storing things in a Fridge Smart and not. And what I do want to emphasize is I'm not doing this test to show you how good Fridge Smarts are. I already know how good they are. What I'm doing the test for is to show what happens in your fridge for items that are not protected. So if you have any Fridge Smarts, I recommend you do the same test as me, because seeing is believing. And it's always exciting to me when I do these and I realize, yes, Fridge Smarts really do work. So Fridge Smarts are going to keep your fruit and veg about 3 to 4 times as long as normal. And what they have on them is a chart at the front, and it tells you how to store all the different fruit and veg that you can imagine. And it says, don't put these ones in the fridge. So you'll see on that side, it's got tomatoes, bananas. What else does it have? It has kiwis. Okay, so what we do is we put kiwis and tomatoes in a Fridge Smart in the pantry. And what happens is our tomatoes, they stay firm for so much longer. But you should never put tomatoes in the fridge, because tomatoes have an enzyme in them that when it gets cold, it breaks down and it causes your tomatoes to go mushy and they don't taste good. So, so you can even use your Fridge Smarts out of the fridge in your pantry. So the other parts of this that are important is they have a grid on the bottom to collect any moisture that forms, because they do, all fruit and veg give off moisture in the fridge. And the vent on the top is to allow things like broccoli, which give off a gas all the time, for the air to constantly change in and out of your container. What does that do? That means that your broccoli is going to stay green instead of going yellow. So for me, the price of vegetables today, I want whatever I buy, I want to be able to eat it. I do not want to be throwing it away. So that's our Fridge Smarts. Now, the thing is, that isn't just what I want to tell you about the Fridge Smarts. Normally, a set of 4 Fridge Smarts, I'm going to show you what's in the set. So a set of 4 Fridge Smarts. So I have some spinach in here, I have my peppers in here, and I've got strawberries and broccoli. So this set, this normally would cost you $158. But this month, you can get not just this one set, but 2 of these sets for $129. $129, that's less than the price of one set. So the percentage off is really quite incredible. And what is even better, guys, is that when you join Tupperware and you take a membership, now you get an extra 25% off your cost of these. Instead of paying $129, you only pay $96.75. And when you do the maths on that, guys, that's 70% off. So if you haven't got any Fridge Smarts yet, this is the month to buy them. And not only do Fridge Smarts keep your fruit and veg longer, they keep your fridge cleaner, because now you don't have all that mucky cucumber. I mean, even if things go off, which they do from time to time, we all forget things. Even if they go off, they're contained in a container. They're not in your drawer swimming around waiting for you like get a horrible mess on your hands. So it really is an amazing. And one of the things I asked everybody watching yesterday, and I'm going to ask them again now because I really want you to understand how people love them. If you have any fridge smarts, how many do you have in your fridge at the moment? And I know that my brother Stuart, I'm not sure whether I've ever taken fridge smarts over to him, but I'm not seeing him on the chat now. So maybe he's, oh, no, I'm not sure whether my brother is still here, but if he is, like Stuart, this is the pitch for you. This is why you need fridge smarts. Should be 8 of them. So Tammy, are you saying that you would like to have 8? So Tammy, I was thinking about your dilemma about joining, and I would like to talk to you about a possibility for you so that you will be able to get some fridge smarts before the end of the month, and you could start using them. So Wendy says she also puts bananas in the fridge smart and leaves them on the counter. Excellent. And Wendy says she has 8 in her fridge at the moment. So 8 is a really good number to start with. That's why I'm so happy that Tupperware are offering the 2 sets. Okay, so that is your special for this month, $129 for 2 sets of fridge smarts. How can you get them? You can click on my link and go and buy them for yourself. You can join Tupperware and then buy them, which means that not only do you qualify for the 25% off, but you'll also qualify for Tupperware's first order reward for this month. And for this week, the first order reward is a set of 8 Crystal Wave containers. So it's really good. Okay, so Cindy says, I've got one on my counter with tomatoes in it. Still firm after more than 1 week. Yes, I mean, they really are incredible. Okay, so that's all I want to say on fridge smarts. If there's anybody watching today or watches it later who says, I really want to get that set, but I don't know what to do, write in the comments and I will get back to you and help you to sort that out. So the fridge smarts is one set. The second set I want to talk to you, the second product I want to talk to you about is the Freezer Mates. Now, the Freezer Mates, I just have, I don't think you'll be able to, oh, you might be able to see. So I have my Freezer Mates in here. So all of my my fruit, like my peas, how many of you can do that with your peas? Like when you take peas out, they're probably all in a big mass in the bag. You have to whack it on the bench. So I have my peas, I have cherries, I have lots of fruit, and then in the bottom one, I have things like, okay, I have fish in this one, fillets of fish. And I have chicken breast. Now, let's see what I have. Now, this one, I think I might have filled it a little too much, but let's have a quick look. Okay, yes, I did. I overfilled it. But can you see, guys, on the lid is the freezer, the frozen ice. If I'd been a good girl and filled it to the right level, all of the ice would be there. There'd be none on my chicken. What does that mean? That means no freezer burn on your chicken. As it is, I filled it too full this time. And I'll have to make sure I use that up before any burning starts happening. 16 Freezer Mates in your freezer and 9 fridge smarts in your fridge. Excellent. So why would you want a Freezer Mate? Because they're super flexible, which means that you can get anything out of them, even when it's frozen. They have snowflakes on them. I'm just going to see if I can I don't think I'm going to be able to show you because the light's a bit weird. Anyway, they have big snowflakes on them to remind you that they don't go in the microwave. They have a double track system around the lid which means it grips on the inside and outside to give you an airtight container for your freezer mates. You can store food probably safely for 6 months, probably up to a year. And if you have anything in your freezer that's been there more than a year, you should have thrown it away by now. And when we had our power out the last time, and we lost power for 6 days, I lost everything in my freezer. And I realized as I was having to throw everything away, how much stupid stuff I had in there that I was never going to use. So I actually got rid of my large freezer. Now I just operate with my every 2-week needs, and put, unless I see an amazing special, then I might buy more than 2 weeks. But I store them all in my freezer mates, which gives me more room. Because they stack and my freezer is always looking tidy. So yes, freezer mates are amazing. Now the next system, which I'm not going to be able to show you because my camera's in the wrong position today, but those of you that watch my Live at 5, you know that when I do my Live at 5 and I'm on the other side of the counter, you can see the back wall of my pantry. But this is the walk-in pantry with all my modular mates, which keep my brown sugar soft, my apricots, raisins, all those things soft. Hang on. Oh, that's the dishwasher. I'm like, what's that noise? And it keeps things like chips crispy. So the modular mates are probably the thing I started with at Tupperware. I have about 100 modular mates. I'm not saying that you need 100 modular mates. And probably the best way to start with modular mates is by starting with a particular area. But like Fridgemarts, modular mates will come on special. My recommendation is wait till they're on special and then start buying them. So what size do you use for baking? I use a #1 oval, Ingrid, for my baking powder and baking soda. Yeah, that's what I use for both of those. So that is that. The only other system that we have for storage is our vent and serve system. And yesterday I made some tomato sauce, and I filled 4 of these up. I used one yesterday actually, but I have filled 4 of these up. This is for pizza sauce to use in the future. So being able to prepare sauces to keep in my freezer, that's about the only thing that I'm going to be preparing in advance now, because I cook every day. So I don't need to have meals in advance. If one day I'm not cooking, I would rather go out to eat on that one day than store too much in my freezer that never gets used. But that's because it's just Alan and me. If I had my family still at home now, it would be completely different, because you know what they're like. They come in from school starving, and then they want to eat immediately, and having like snack size things for them made my life a lot easier when they were still at school. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the specials. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make tonight, because I said to Alan, I don't know what I'm going to cook tonight. We still have some pasta and sausage from yesterday, which I made. I've got some photos to put up for that. I'm not sure if I ever showed you my cake. I'm going to get it. So yes, last night I made tomato sauce, but look at this, guys. This is the most delicious loaf. Even Alan said, wow, Mel, that is a really nice loaf. We've got about half of it left. And we've been having it with a little bit of butter on, and it's super, super delicious. So we've got that to eat. We've got some of the pasta. So we said we're just going to have beans on toast tonight. And I'm going to just make some poached eggs to go on the top, just to show you how easy it is to make poached eggs in Tupperware. So what I want to finish with now is to show you some of the specials that are available at Tupperware this month. So all of our impressions products are on special. And what is fantastic is the colors. So we have an aqua, a pale blue, and a dark blue for our impressions bowls. What would you use these for? Salads, mixing bowls. The little one you would use for something like a tuna salad where you're not going to make masses and masses of it. The middle one you might use for a rice salad, a pasta salad, and the big one, well, that is going to be your green salad or fill it up with popcorn, depending on what you're doing. And I've used the big one, probably I've got 2 of them, and I've used them as mixing bowls, oh, probably for about 20 years now I've had them. And to go with the impressions bowls, we have the impressions tumblers. So you have the 3 tumblers, the same color, and your extra color is this really cute pink. Now, I do want to point out to you that the lids of these impressions tumblers do not have a place for a straw. That has advantages and disadvantages. The big advantage is that you can actually go on a picnic, have your drinks ready-made, even with ice in, put the lid on in your picnic bag, and they're going to be perfectly sealed until you there's going to be no chance of jogging the silicone seal at the top and there being a leakage. So from that point of view, they're absolutely excellent. And when my kids were little, this is how the lids were. There weren't any silicone seals in the top. The disadvantage, of course, is if you like the silicone seal where you can put a straw in it, so that if your kids are drinking around the house and it gets knocked over, it's going to be minimum spillage. That is not possible with these. But if you already have a set of these that are different colors, you can always put a different color lid on that has the silicone seal. But I like these, the fact they don't have it, because it makes it much more practical for picnics. So that's that. And talking of picnics or entertaining, I love this tray. I use this tray and I will be using it on, well, not this one, but I have other colors. I'll be using it on Sunday when I have my team people coming for a brunch, and I'll be using it for some things like croissants, but also for cut fruit, so that I have a nice display for them. And I have 3 other ones of these, so I probably won't need to use this brand new one. And of course, those of you that like TV dinners or just like to have easy things to entertain, we have the dining trays. And what is great about the dining trays is they're quite deep. So you use this area as a plate. You can have 2 sides. And this is deep enough here to be a good place for dips. So you could easily have chips in one of these and have a dip, have wraps or whatever you want. And what I do know is these make great entertaining trays when people are outdoors, especially have a pool area, and you can safely give these. And even with kids, they're less likely to spill them because they have the indentations to keep their food safe, keep your floors safe. And the final thing I have to show you in the set is the impressions jug, or pitcher, as you guys call them, which will go into your fridge if you have one of those big. I'm not sure actually if it fits in the door. I haven't tried it. Let's try it now. No, I'm going to say it is too big for my fridge for the door. So it needs to go in the body of your fridge, unless you have like a really wide tray at the bottom of your fridge door. So I'd love to know now, or yes, your cutlery on the side. That's a good idea, Wendy. I would love to know now in the comments if you've seen if you have impressions at home in different colors. How do you use them? What do you think of the new colors? I think the new colors are really cute, I guess, is a word I would use for them. I mean, I love the aqua color. I've always loved that. The pink is a nice color too. That they're really I guess, up with the times. And what I expect to see now in the world at large is more and more people will be introducing items that have these colors. That's what tends to happen. I remember when Tupperware started to bring in lime green, and I'm like, lime green? And then I just saw lime green everywhere. So they go with the times. So look out, you're going to see these sort of colors everywhere you go. Okay, you like the colors? Yes, they're refreshing. The new colors are pretty. Yep. And you have the impression in different colors. You want to get the trays. Yes, they're very useful. Okay, so let me get my breakfast maker, and I'm going to show you how I make poached eggs in my breakfast maker. Okay, so when you make poached eggs in your breakfast maker, you're basically going to make your egg in here. So if you look in your egg holder, you'll see that it's shiny and then matte. And the idea is that you fill the water to the bottom of, or to the top of the matte area. Okay, so you've got your water in there now. And now all I'm going to do is break one egg in each one. You could always order a set of lids with straw hole. Yes, you could if you wanted to. Okay, 2 eggs. Yeah, they're really pretty colors. You like the new... Yes, maybe they should. I'm not sure why they suddenly decided not to offer the impressions cups this time with no lids. For me, I actually prefer it without the silicone, but that's because I grew up without the silicone hole in. And so once I got that, I never quite trusted them to go on a picnic because I was always worried that you would touch them. You could also now, if you wanted, put this, in your kids' lunch, because or in your own, because that it's going to be sealed until they get to open it at lunchtime. So that would be possible too. Okay, so I've got my eggs, and now I've learned Ingrid's trick. Now, I was trying to describe this to people the other day because they didn't believe me, Ingrid. And what you do with the English trick is you just pierce the top of the yolk, right? And somebody said, but doesn't it spread out all over the place? I said, no, it doesn't. I mean, look, the egg is still perfectly intact. And I'm going to take this now and I'm going to put it in the microwave, and we're going to microwave it for, I do 1 minute 30 at 90% power. So I'm going to use my other microwave now because I'm on top of, if you know what I mean, like I've got two, I have one here and one there, and we know that it interferes with the internet for some reason. So we're going to let, if I disappear, it's because one of the microwaves doesn't seem to like the internet and runs interference. So I'm cooking that, and then as soon as I've said goodbye to you guys today, I'll be making toast and beans and probably cheese on the top. So the last thing to talk about, of course, is joining Tupperware. And joining Tupperware at the moment is super easy. You can join with this basic kit. This basic kit comes to $206, but for you, it only costs $59. And anybody who joins with me at the moment, I give a rebate of $10 to you as soon as you've joined. So you would join, pay your $59. I'm going to refund you the $10 straight away. And in this, the best thing you get is one of these compact choppers, which is going to save you time and money because you don't need to go and buy chopped fresh herbs or chop them with your knife when you get home, or buy a shop made pestos or sauces, because now you have the opportunity of making those for yourself. So this really is another item that goes towards our mission to help you save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And the other things in here, you have your measuring cups from a quarter to a full cup, including 2/3 and 3/4, and your 6 measuring spoons, which include the 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is officially a pinch of salt, and a 1/2 tablespoon. You have your silicone spatula, which is easy to clean. You can use this as a spreading knife, and your silicone part will go in hot and cold items. And the final thing is your That's a Bowl mixing, which is a really, really great size. I use it often. If you've got a electric mixer, you can hold it and use the mixer so it doesn't shudder on your countertop. So it really is a fantastic set. And once you've joined and you have this set, now you have access to the 25% minimum of everything you buy. And just so you know, that Tupperware impression set, it has a price, and this too is more than 50% off. Okay, so the value of the whole set, which includes the big bowls, it actually includes a set of the little bowls, it includes the jug, the trays, the cups, oh, and a colander, which I didn't show you, plus some serving spoons. The value of all that is $327. It costs in the brochure $155, which is less than half of $327. And as a member, you would get a further 25% off that. So you would get another $32, say. So that would take your price down to $123. So it might even be less than that, but I think it's a fabulous set. Joining is great. And because you put in an order of more than $120, you also qualify for a set of 8 crystal waves. So this is really a month of giving, and being a member is the best way to take advantage of all those things. So what I'm going to do now is get my poached eggs out and show you what they look like. And there we have poached eggs, guys, which are looking pretty amazing. So, and how easy was that to make? This is one item that I bought for my dad, the breakfast maker. I taught him how to make eggs and how to make fish and all sorts of different things in there. And so when he was still ready to learn those things, I was very happy to show him all the things he could do in his breakfast maker. and he was about 80 at the time when I started showing him. So are you having an event? Yes, I put the event up in the group, Wendy. I'm pretty sure that it's there. It's a live auction. I'm going to be auctioning 10 items only tonight. We'll have a bit of fun with that. And it's called a summer auction. So I think it's going to be fun. So if you're available, you're not part of my VIP group, just click on the link above and you will be able to join my VIP group and participate in my auction this evening. So thanks for being here tonight. It was fun, and I need to do the draw. So I've got a few people in the jar, and whoever wins today gets a number, I think it's a number 2 or a number 3 Modular Mate oval. Or was it a square? Wendy, I've forgotten again now what it was. Anyway, whatever it is, you're going to get it for free. Just write, if you win, you just need to say, Melanie, I won your draw for the free Modular Mate at the party on Friday. And I will check back. Wendy did write and tell me exactly what it was. The number 2 oval, the number 2 oval. So that will be your prize. So let's get a winner. Actually, let's move the jar over here so I can see it. So there we have, oh, and look at that, Wendy, you are the winner today. So Wendy gets a free Modular Mate number 2 oval. So I'm very happy for that. And I want to wish all of you a fabulous weekend. Tomorrow morning at 11:30, I will be doing something similar to this. I'll have to do a little bit more cooking on Bureau Tupperware. So if you have any friends that you would really like to know about, you want them to know about Fridge Smarts, you want them to know about all of the specials, send them to Bureau Tupperware Les Diamants at 11:30 tomorrow morning, and they will be able to see all this tomorrow then. So have a great evening. I'll see some of you later. Otherwise, hopefully tomorrow morning or at Live at 5 tomorrow at 5. So take care, everybody. And yes, I will, Tammy, but I can't do it. Well, I saw your messages, love. I do reply to you as soon as I can. I can't do it while I'm live. So yes, I will. I'll go and look at my phone as soon as we finished, okay? And then I'll reply to you. So have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.